Megan here, and today we are going to take a tour of the grow house. Okay, so here we are in the grow house. As you can see, the sun is shining in here. It's beautiful in here. It is actually, you're gonna have to look at it upside down, 80 degrees in this grow house right now. 80 degrees, and it is like, I want to say 20 outside. The wind is blowing. It's freezing. I came out here in a sweater thinking it was warm because the sun always does that to me. It makes me think it's warm and I come out and it's windy and cold. But okay, on with the tour, eh? So here we go. Here is the planter bed. As you can see, it is all growing nicely. We have the lettuce we've been pulling. As you can see, it looks a little like the stem is higher, but it actually grows from the middle out. So we go around the stem and then eventually it'll lean. Here's another one. Here's another one. Definitely gonna grow these next year. This is the Silverado Swiss chard. Definitely gonna grow that next year. I believe these are Brunswick cabbages. A few of them survived. A few of them didn't do too well. I believe these are also cabbages here. My aloe plant is dead. I told you, Miriam, that it would die. But we'll see. She may give me another piece. Here's another cabbage right there. Right here. Some have died. See, this one kind of dried up and died. That one dried up and died. There are a few here that have dried up and died. But you know what? All in all, it was a win. Now, the experiment was to see what can stay alive through the winter. So, which means meal planning is going to be very scarce next year. But if I had started these earlier, they would have produced for the winter, and I could have picked at least one a week, but I did not. What I'm going to do is take these greens later on and feed them to the chickens, because upstairs in the dining room on the windowsill I have a bunch of pepper and tomato plants. My daughter took some peppers home last year that I gave her. She ate them and she threw the seeds in the compost bin, and they ended up sprouting, and so she brought me those little sprouts, and I didn't think they would make it. But again, another video. If you'd like to see that, give this video a thumbs up and send me a message. Okay, here are the peas. The peas did really well over winter, and as you can see, they have flowers. They have flowers. Look, they are ready. This weed. I gotta weed that. Again, this is with hardly no intervention because I've not been here in a while. Okay, I've been in and out of the hospital, but here's another flower. There's another flower there. See it right there? Yay, already the peas are producing. That's awesome. I hope we don't get a cold spell. It has been in the 30s in the evening. These are potatoes. I don't know how well they're gonna do. I do see a little potato plant coming up there. I'm not sure if you can see it. There you go. So I planted potatoes that were sprouting upstairs in here. I think these are purples. These are whites. All the brown are purples, and all the other colors are white. So this is white, that's a purple, this is a purple. These onions seem to be doing really well. Let's see what we got growing here. This, of course, you know, I cleaned it off. This we will have to empty out, fix, and carry to the other grow house. This grow house is coming down this year, and I'm going to expand the 30-foot grow house to be a 35-foot grow house. This did really, really well under the heavy winds. We had like winds in like 75 miles an hour and nothing. No movement, no deterioration, nothing. The other grow house as well. So we are going to expand the other grow house and use that this upcoming year. We're going to have this heater in there, and we may put the wood burning fire stove in there. We're not sure. Here's all my Swiss chard. Still doing well, still growing, still producing. There is a butter crunch lettuce right there. Here is the last of the Swiss chard in this bed. This bed is empty. I think the frog lives in here. I'm gonna have to dig it up gently. Here is the broccoli. Woo, it's a week too late to pick it, but what I'm gonna do is let it go to seed, and I'm gonna pick this head. Look, I got 2 little heads of broccoli. One here and one there, and I got a few coming up. I'm just gonna let that go to seed. I don't have very much broccoli seed, so maybe I can produce some for the upcoming year. Here is a spinach plant that I transplanted over on this side. Some that I transplanted made it, some did not. This is one of them that made it. Here's another butter crunch lettuce. Here's another spinach plant. Here's another spinach plant. I separated all of these. I replanted that one, this one, and I separated them from this one. My kale isn't doing so well. Even through the winter, I have slugs and insects eating it. I am going to pull it from the root, clean the root off, take off all the eaten leaves, wash them off, and then replant them in some cups. Take them upstairs and put them under cover till they get a little bigger. Then they're going in the other grow house. Here is another spinach plant that I took from that bed over there, and I brought into this bed here. I got some eggs today. That's good. There's some tomatoes here that I left here. I forgot to take them up. I'm just gonna leave them there for now. I'm gonna come in here and clean up in a few weeks. Oh, here's my what is this? My rosemary. It's doing really well. Where's Ellie? Ellie, come. Hi. Come on. Let's see. Okay, let's close up the grow house. Here is the wood burning fire stove I was planning to put in this grow house here, which we are going to go into right now because I want to see what's... I don't have a thermometer in here, but come on, Ellie. But I will get a thermometer. So here we go. Everything in here is as expected. It's dry. I have some cinder blocks there for the new chicken area build. That's another video. I continue to pick up soil at the good prices now because I believe that when it's time for garden season, they're going to be almost double. These are my onions here. There is nothing here. This was tomatoes. All of these are going to come out because I'm going to put the beds here, the how you call it, the ones from the back of the grow house in there, in here. So once I have that done, I will show you that. This is going to create a lid for the planter bed that's in the back of the other grow house that I will be moving here. So there will be a space here about 12 inches to 18 inches for walking. We'll have the raised beds here along this line. We will have another path for walking, and hopefully I can get some raised beds to go this way, and then in the back it'll be all these buckets, and hopefully I can get the wood burning fire stove in. So here we go. See, this kale is doing a lot better, but I think it's just because it is in here and it's kind of cold in here. There are no insects. The other grow house is being heated from time to time, just to keep it above 30 in there. So when I say I'm heating the grow house, I'm not keeping it 60-70 degrees. That's not the case. I am trying to keep it there at night over 30 so nothing really dies back. There were some times that we didn't turn on the heat, and in the morning the leaves were kind of frozen, but as long as you didn't touch them, it was fine. They thawed out when the sun came out. So this grow house has not had heat at all. There's my garlic. There are my elephant garlic. I believe this is, oh, I hope that's cilantro. Let me see that. I don't know. Let's see. Nope, don't know what that is. There's nothing in this bed, nothing in this bed. All of these will get tilled over and full of stuff. So I believe I'm going to transplant all my strawberries into all these towers here. So I have a few towers, and I may transplant the strawberries that are in the small grow house into these towers. Still here growing grass for the chickens. As you can see, the grass is still green. It's still edible. Everything here kind of died back. I hope it comes back. We have some onions here that were transplanted last year before it got cold. And listen, this grow house still maintains a good temperature even with the incident of the hole that we had to tape. So, hey, you know, I wasn't going to take it down in the middle of the winter. I taped it up and hoped and prayed that it would stay up. And it did. Here are some strawberries that are going to get transplanted as well. There's some weeds back there or something growing. I don't know what it is. Oh, let me see something. This was where I had peppers, and they died back. They didn't do so well. There's no heat in here aside from the sun warming during the day, but then the temperatures really go down at night. So I'm about to use that for something else. Again, more bags of soil because I will be creating a new growing area over by the tree that used to be behind the camper, and extending the grow area in the front yard. So yeah, that's it. We still have hay in here. I may just spread this hay where the mulch shows little bald spots. That's pretty much it. Come on, Ellie. Hey. And there goes the grow house from outside. I believe that I cleaned all this, right? Alright guys, I'm gonna go wash off these eggs and put them in the fridge. That ends the grow house tour.